Welcome back to crack EMWTL in 10 days. Now coming to the day 2 of EMWTL, the topic is generalized wave equations. We have to remember this vector identity to derive the generalized wave equations. Now as I said in the last class, these are the 4 Maxwell's equations you have to remember. Is it clear? Now the concept is generalized wave equation. Now in the generalized wave equation, first of all, we are going to derive wave equations for free space. Wave equations for free space. And you know that free space can also be called as non-conducting medium. Now in free space, we know that conductivity is equal to 0, rho v is equal to 0, mu is nothing but mu naught, epsilon is nothing but epsilon naught. These are the conditions we are having for free space. Now if you observe that, if I substitute these conditions in the 4 Maxwell's equation, then divergence of electric flux density, since rho v is 0, this becomes what? 0. Okay. Now since we know that electric flux density is equal to epsilon times, here since epsilon is nothing but epsilon naught times electric field intensity, therefore divergence of electric field intensity is also what? Equals to 0. Now similarly divergence of magnetic flux density is equal to 0, since magnetic flux density is equal to mu naught times magnetic field intensity in free space, since mu is equal to mu naught in free space, therefore divergence of magnetic field intensity is also equals to 0. Is it clear? Now the conductivity is 0, therefore this current density according to point form of Ohm's law, which is sigma times electric field intensity, this term also becomes 0. That means finally the 4 Maxwell's equations to derive wave equations for free space becomes, when substituting this expression, then it becomes, okay, now if you observe that the first Maxwell equation, divergence of electric flux density becomes 0, then divergence of magnetic flux density is equal to 0. Now if you observe that curl of electric field intensity, we do not have any change in this expression. Now if you observe, curl of magnetic field intensity becomes just displacement current density, since current density is equals to 0. Now shall we derive the Maxwell's equation? Shall we derive the wave equations for free space? Now if you observe that, once again this vector identity is very important. Curl of electric field intensity is equals to gradient of divergence of electric field intensity minus Laplacian operator. Now if you observe that, I am going to consider this expression. Let us consider this is expression number 1, expression number 2. Now let us assume this is expression number 3, expression number 4. Now I am applying curl on both sides for equation number 1. Now if you observe that, applying curl on both sides, curl of electric field intensity is equals to, now minus B can be written as mu times dou by dou t of H. Now we have to apply curl here also. Is it clear? I am applying curl here also. Now we know that curl of electric field intensity is equal to this term. Therefore gradient of divergence of electric field intensity minus Laplacian operator of E is equal to, now if you observe that, minus mu dou by dou t I am taking outside, then it becomes curl of H. Now if you observe, it becomes curl of H. Now since from equation number 3 we know that divergence of D is equal to 0, but we know that electric flux density is equal to epsilon naught times electric field intensity, therefore this term also becomes 0. Now we do not have this term. If you observe that, this term becomes 0, therefore we are having simply minus del square E is equal to minus mu times dou by dou t. Then curl of H can be written according to this expression, dou d by dou t. Since d can be written as epsilon naught times E, therefore I am going to write, in place of this I am going to write epsilon naught times, okay, dou E upon dou t. This is written in this place. Okay. Now if you observe minus minus gets cancelled, therefore Laplacian operator of electric field intensity is equal to epsilon naught. Mu can be written as, since it's free space, mu naught, you can write mu naught here. Okay, therefore you can able to write mu naught epsilon naught, it becomes dou square E upon dou t square. Okay, this is the wave equation for free space in terms of electric field only. Is it clear? This is the wave equation for free space in terms of electric field only. Okay, similarly we are going to derive wave equations for free space in terms of H only. Is it clear? Now if you observe that I am going to apply curl to equation number 2 on both sides. Is it clear? Now observe that I am going to apply curl to equation number 2 on both sides. Is it clear? Now we are going to derive wave equation for free space in terms of H only. Now I am applying curl on both sides to equation number 2. If you observe that, it becomes curl of magnetic field intensity is equal to, now if you observe that, it can be written as epsilon naught times dou by dou t curl of electric field intensity. Now I think so you got it. Electric flux density can be written as epsilon naught times electric field intensity. Now if you observe that according to this vector identity, I can able to write in this manner. Okay, if you are following, I think so. I am not going to then any complexity here, just I am going to write the vector identity in this manner. Then it becomes epsilon naught times dou by dou t. Then del cross E according to equation number 1 can be written as, okay, since B can be written as mu naught into H, I am taking minus here, mu naught here, then it becomes what? Dou E upon, not E, okay, it is what? H. Dou H upon dou T. Dou H upon dou T. Now we know that according to fourth Maxwell equation, divergence of magnetic flux density is equal to 0. Then it can be observed that B can be written as mu naught times H. Therefore divergence of H becomes 0. Therefore this term becomes 0. We do not have this term. Okay, we do not have this term. Now if you observe that minus gets cancelled, then it becomes what? Del square H is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square H upon dou t square. This is the wave equations for free space in terms of magnetic field only. Now if you observe these expressions 1 and 2, these are the wave equations for free space. Is it clear? This is in terms of electric field only, this is in terms of magnetic field only. Now if you look out that these expressions are similar. Is it clear? Now we are going to derive the wave equations for conducting medium. Is it clear? Now we are going to derive the wave equations for conducting medium. Now we are going to derive wave equations for conducting media. Now if you observe that for conducting media, these are the conditions. Conductivity is not equals to 0. Rho v is equals to 0. Mu can be written as mu naught mu r. Epsilon can be written as epsilon naught epsilon r. Therefore, if you observe the Maxwell's equations, since rho v is equal to 0, this equation we do not have any change. Then magnetic flux density, divergence of magnetic flux density is equal to 0. Curl of electric field intensity is equal to minus dou v bar by dou t. Curl of magnetic field intensity. If you observe that these three equations we do not have any change. But in this equation, if you observe that for free space we do not have conductivity. For free space conductivity is equal to 0. Therefore, this term is not there. But here for conducting medium, this term is present since conductivity is not equals to 0. Now we are going to derive the wave equations for conducting medium in terms of electric field only and in terms of magnetic field only. Is it clear? Okay, is it clear? Now we are going to derive wave equations for conducting medium. Okay. Once again I am going to use the same steps. I am applying the curl on both sides of equation number 1. If you observe that curl of E is equal to minus B can be written as mu into H. Since it is conducting media, it is not equal to mu naught. Mu into H. dou by dou t. Since I have to apply curl, I have taken the curl here. Now according to this vector identity, this can be written as here. Okay, we know that from equation number 3, this term becomes what? 0 once again. Now we are having minus del square into E, okay, in the left hand side. Therefore, I am going to consider here minus del square into E. Okay, now if you observe, minus minus gets cancelled. Is it clear? Now del square into E is equal to mu dou by dou t of, what about this curl of magnetic field intensity, which is equal to the sum of current density plus dou d bar by dt. Don't forget, d can be written as epsilon into electric field intensity. Now I am going to write, observe, okay, this current density can be written as sigma times electric field intensity plus it can be written as epsilon dou E upon dou t. Okay, now if you observe that del square into E is equal to, if you multiply this mu and dou by dou t inside, okay, then it becomes, okay, sigma mu dou E upon dou t plus, if you observe that, mu epsilon dou square E upon dou t square. This is the this is the wave equation for conducting media. Okay, in terms of electric field only. This is the wave equation for conducting media in terms of electric field only. Okay, let us assume this is expression number 1 here. Okay, let us assume this is expression number 1 here. Okay, now we have to derive the wave equations for conducting media in terms of H only. Is it clear? We will see now this. Okay, we will see now this. Now, similarly, I am applying curl on both sides to equation number 2. If you observe the curl of H is equal to curl of this term. Now we know that according to this vector identity, now if you observe that once again here, if you observe that divergence of, since H is there, H is there. We know that from this Maxwell equation, divergence of H becomes 0. Therefore, here directly I am writing this step, minus del square of H is equals to, okay, now curl of this can be written as, if you observe that I am going to write sigma E here, this can be written as epsilon E. Are you clear? Now I am going to replace these terms. I am going to replace these terms. If you observe that, sigma times E plus epsilon dou E upon dou t. Now I am taking the curl inside. Now if you observe that, sigma curl of E plus epsilon dou by dou t curl of E. Okay. Now further, if you observe that, curl of E can be written as minus dou B bar by dou t. Now magnetic flux density can be written as mu into magnetic field intensity. Now if you observe that, minus del square H can be written as sigma, this term can be written as minus dou B bar by dou t actually. Now B can be written as mu into magnetic field intensity. Therefore, this magnetic flux density I am going to write mu times magnetic field intensity, similarly plus epsilon dou by dou t del cross E. Once again it is equal to what? Minus, okay, mu dou H upon dou t. Are you clear? Now overall, if you observe that, this minus I am going to take outside as a common term, then minus it becomes, if you observe that, mu sigma dou H upon dou t plus mu epsilon dou square H upon dou t square. Okay. Now what happens? This minus I have taken entirely as a common term. Now what happens? This minus, and here what is the remaining term we are having? This term. Minus minus gets cancelled. Are you clear? Now if you observe that, this term is the wave equation for conducting media in terms of H only. Now let us assume this is expression number 2. Let us assume this is expression number 2. Now if you observe that, these are the two Maxwell's equations, these are the two wave equations we have derived for conducting media. Now a small topic is present, that is Helmholtz equations. In your external point of view, they are going to ask indirectly derive the Helmholtz equations. Don't be confused. Helmholtz equations are nothing but wave equations for conducting media only. But to obtain Helmholtz equations, we have to express these wave equations in phasor form. That means dou by dou t can be written as j omega, dou square by dou t square can be written as j omega square. That means j square omega square. Is it clear? Now I am going to substitute these in these two equations. Okay. Now we are going to see that. Now I am going to substitute, okay, dou by dou t as j omega, dou square by dou t square as a j square omega square in these two equations. Now if you observe that, okay, now if you observe that the equation number 1 becomes del square E is equal to mu sigma. This can be written as j omega E plus mu epsilon. This can be written as j square omega square E. Now if you observe that dou by dou t, in this place I have written j omega, in this place I have written j square omega square. Is it clear? Now if you observe that I am taking j omega mu as a common term, here j omega mu as a common term. Okay, now if you observe that it becomes what? Sigma j omega mu, and also I am considering electric field also here. Here mu I have taken common, j omega I have taken common. If you observe that here j omega E, okay, we have considered it as common, then it becomes sigma plus. Here if you observe that j omega, one j omega we have taken common, then we are having one more j omega, and the remaining is epsilon, okay, times electric field intensity. Is it clear? Now if you observe that this term, we are going to introduce one parameter of electromagnetic wave characteristics, that is called propagation constant. Gamma is the propagation constant. Gamma is equal to square root of j omega mu times sigma plus j omega epsilon. Okay, now here we are having this term, therefore squaring on both sides, square root gets cancelled. Therefore in this place I am going to write the propagation constant, that is gamma square. Now if you observe that, okay, I am going to write del square E is equal to gamma square E. Is it clear? Similarly, if you substitute in this place j omega, if you substitute in this place j square omega square, you are having del square H is equal to gamma square H. These are the equations, we are going to call it as Helmholtz equations. Is it clear? This is day 2 of electromagnetic waves and transmission line. Okay, now in the next class we will see some more important question regarding your external point of view. Don't forget, follow me 10 days. We are going to crack EMWTL in your external point of view. Is it clear? Now if you observe one more important point here, aptitude classes will be from September 1st, 2020. Is it clear? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Is it okay?